Indian financial advisors are forwarding a video where a reporter asked President Trump whether United States is buying stuff from Russia while unfairly penalizing India. President Trump said he'll find out and get back. Indians have every right to be mad with President Trump about his apparent double standards and hypocrisy. But let's look at it in a different way. An Indian reporter with Indian accent was allowed to ask this clearly adversarial question in an open forum to the United States president. And not only Indian reporter, any reporter can ask any question to the president. This happens 2 to 3 times a day. You can just shout a question and he'll answer. The answers are not always what you wanted to hear, but they're always entertaining. He has made watching news great again. At times, he gives answers that send his most ardent supporters scratching their heads. At times, the answers flirt with the threshold between reality and beyond, but the answers are always given on the spot, impromptu. Now, some people say that, well, that's not really mature diplomacy. Diplomacy doesn't work that way. Who says so? William McKinley was an effective United States president, and he was severely criticized because he was not using letters like the previous presidents did. And he said he didn't see a freaking point of writing letters after telephone was invented. A reel has to be fought with a reel. The diplomacy of 15 years ago, where typewritten statements composed by somebody else were read behind closed doors. Can you imagine how the access would be if the leaders of other countries, in their, it doesn't have to be English, in their own language, take questions from anybody in open forum? Now, will the deal happen with United States? Is the law of diminishing marginal utility. US struck a deal with Japan, Indonesia, Vietnam, EU. India was negotiating then. Had India struck a deal then, it would have gotten definitely less than 15%. But a deal is definitely possible. Now, people are saying, what happens to the Indian market? I'm a doctor, I don't know anything about the market. But at least I know slightly more than the financial advisors. If somebody listens to me, I would say, hell with it. If you have the balls, buy the dip in the Indian market and it will turn out to be okay. Let's see what happens. I think a deal is possible, Dr. Ravi Godse.